It's going to happen, mate. We're going to do it. And when we do it, it's going to be vicious, mate. I ain't a man dregsing with the weights. I ain't a man taking the last ounces of my soul on the scales. I've done that before. I ain't doing it no more. You can say what you want. Oh, Bellew's not in shape. Bellew looks fleshy at the weight. Bellew's just iced a man who's never been done before. Bellew just feels in absolutely fantastic shape. Bellew doesn't lose 2.5 stone no more each time for a camp. Bellew goes to the gym now 15 stone and just cuts £10 nice and easy. I fought Nathan Cleverly in my 16th fight, 15 fight novice. I'd fought, the best person I fought was Oval Mackenzie at British title level. I am now, is that 25, is that 26 fights? I've fought some of the best, I've fought the best fighter in the world in my weight class, one of the biggest pound for pound punchers in the world. I've beat guys like Isaac Chilemba, world ranked guys. Let's see who beats Isaac Chilemba. I've beat renowned punchers, Ederson Miranda. I'm not saying he was the best Ederson Miranda. I'm just saying I've beat these guys. Who's he beat? Okay, everyone's saying, well, Tony, he did beat you. He beat a guy who basically got a fight because he opened his mouth at a press conference and he sells a shitload of tickets to the Echo Arena. That's why I got that fight. Everybody thought he was going to smash me. Everyone involved with that fight thought he was going to smash me. But when he went to within an inch of losing, and it's a decision that could have went either way, he doesn't want to come near me after it. That's why he couldn't answer the question then when I said it in front of him. Just answer me this. Why wouldn't you take the rematch immediately? Do you know what he said? I think he was saying what that Welsh train station was. That long word. I couldn't understand what he was saying. I just answered the simple question. Why wouldn't you fight me the minute after the rematch happened? He wouldn't fight me because he believed he was going to knock me out, and he just believed he was going to beat me up. And that's all I've got to say about that.
Let's do it right now. We can do it right now, you fucking rat.
Right, let's get on to Bellew of the Weeks. Thank you to the boys for sticking with us, Adam, Rob and Andy. Just before we do so, Box Royalty sent in an interesting one. He said, a bit of humour for the pod. Brendan Schaub, I know we've mentioned him before, referred to Eddie Hearn this week as the Kevin Spacey of boxing promoters. I'm sure Eddie will be pleased to hear that.
He's a gay lord who likes to molest people in toilets and stuff like that.
The Kevin Spacey
Even
of boxing
Eddie.
promoters.
Even Eddie.
According to
Kevin
Brendan
Spacey, what kind of fucking... What?
I'm sure he meant well.
Even Eddie.
It's blowing my mind.
The Jimmy Savile of matchmakers.
What kind of fucking obscure fucking comparison is that though? The Kevin Spacey. Who's Frank Warren and the Nick Nolte? What the fuck is that like? That's a fucking weird comparison, isn't it? Like,
Box
oh
Royalty picked up on that one. Let's go on to the Bellew of the Weeks and finish up then. Thanks for the boys for their time. Who was jumping in there, sorry?
Rob, did you get your man okay? Rob.
Sorry, what was that, dude?
Did you get your man okay, aye?
No, I'm going to actually, momentarily, any second now.
Just in time for Bellew of the Weeks. Let us start with Big Right Hook. Quite a few people nominated this, including Prime Tyke Myson. Big Right Hook likes a conspiracy theory. He's been on the pod before. He said maybe, just maybe, Suleiman is bribing the drug testers to make sure Deontay Wilder's fighters show up positive so he doesn't have to fight them and he can keep the WBC belt in the USA for more money. I'm not saying it's likely, but ellipsis. So there you go, Big Right Hook thinks that there's a conspiracy going on. We were supposed to have Terry Dooley on Sunday, but he couldn't make it anyway, even though we weren't on Hangouts. Sean Stevenson has nominated David Conlin, at David Conlin in 1987. This was a good one. He was replying to the Michelle Phelps article. Terry wrote it in Boxing News about Michelle Phelps, about sexism, dealing with the press, all this type of stuff. David Conlin says, ignore them. You just be you and ignore them and get me ring piece tickets.
Dirty bastard.
Autocorrect's a bastard at times, eh? Says Sean Stevenson. David Conlon after ring piece tickets. God. Maybe it's the latest use of Mac Blockbuster, who knows?
Toss my salad.
Brian King has nominated Todd Grisham. Todd says, not many promoters would say their own fighter should be banned from boxing. Props to Eddie Hearn. Let's hope for all involved that White is indeed found to be innocent. Lukey Boxing isn't innocent, he's guilty of a Bellew of the Week nomination. He said Jose Ramirez is top 10 pound for pound fighter. Alright then, Lukey, we shall take your word for that one. Box Royalty has nominated Varda Testing. Varda congratulates Dillian White, Oscar Kaboom, etc. for successfully completing their programme. I know you saw that one as well, Andy, on July the 20th. Chad Hogan has nominated the boxing feed. I've had to call quite a few, obviously, guys, because we don't want to be on here all night. Always had faith in Dillian White passing his VADA drugs test, one of the realest fighters in the division, and now he'll finally get his shot at the WBC belt. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Hashtag boxing, says the boxing feed. Don't really know the boxing feed, knows too much about the process, but they think it's all back on for Dillian anyway. Good luck to them on that. Editing King, still going strong, has nominated Marcos Villegas. He does the scoring for PBC. Eddie Hearn, 2019 Promoter of the Year. This guy, the deals this guy has signed, and power moves. Jesus man, says Marcos. He's a big fan of Eduardo. Shout out to Danny Young and all the boys in the chat, by the way. Got about 4 or 5 in a vibrant chat. Maybe whenever this gets going on Sunday evening, we'll have a few more in. Declan Graffin has nominated Lewis Ritson and Robbie Davis for their backstage verbals. Also, Chad Hogan has nominated Jake Donovan. My apologies for the last tweet, says Jake, who announced that Paddy Gallagher had beaten Chris Jenkins by TKO. The power went out due to the storms in my area right at the end of the fight, with the announcers suggested there was a TKO win for Paddy Gallagher, hence my tweeted response. Didn't see until after the power was restored that it went to the scorecards. Hashtag L, nomination for Jake. Dave Caldwell been nominated by Brian King as well for congratulating Anthony Fowler on his win. Mark Lovell has nominated friend of the pod Lucas Brown. I'm a chameleon, says Lucas. I am everything all at once. I am who I have always been, but I am evolving, getting better and getting wiser. I don't know, says Mark Lovell, how going from beating Chagayev to getting KO'd by Dave Allen fits into that theory. Nomination for Bellew of the Week for old Big Daddy Brown. Jake Winterbottom has nominated Matchroom Boxing. A potential fight between Davis and Ritson is brewing. Simply retweet for a chance to win the signed dressing room signs from last night's show in Liverpool. So retweet to win signed Ritson and Davis dressing room signs. I'm sure the retweets are flying in for that one. Tommy Cahill was amongst many other people who nominated the Irish Examiner, their sports section. Carl Frampton forced to cancel his Philadelphia bout after a freak accident, and then they put up a picture of Martin Murray. They haven't deleted it, so no fucks given from the Irish Examiner. Shout out to them. Kevin Byrne, as well, friend of the pod, has nominated David Ball. He was responding to Andy Ruiz. Last time we English came to Mexico, Kirtland Lang schooled some Duran bloke for 15 rounds, winning easily in front of 100,000 crying Mexicans. Careful what you wish for, champ. Enjoy your burrito, amigo.
Eh? Is that a fight fucking in Detroit or something like that? That fight was in America.
I'm going to have to read that again. I did the spelling makes it as well, man. David Ball. Last time we English came to Mexico, Kirk and Lang schooled some Duran bloke for 15 rounds, winning easily in front of 100,000 crying Mexicans. Careful what you wish for, champ. Enjoy your burrito, amigo.
Careful what you fucking wish for. What a tadger, man. I've just pulled up Duran's record here. I'm just trying to find that fight. Give me a second here. What the fuck is it again? Kirtland Lang. It was actually a 10-rounder. The fight, I was right. It was in Detroit, Kobe Hall. It's a 10-rounder. Fucking dick.
David Ball, Andy, at DJ Ball, LLTFC 75. So 3 L's for David, quite literally.
Why?
Quite literally 3 L's for him. That's a front runner for you. Any nominations, Andy, you want to throw in?
Oh, sorry, but not none for me. I gave the ones that I sent in. But yeah, is it David? I think he's an early front runner. Like maybe Spencer Fearon as well. He still seems to be. Did he not get in touch with Babs and he says to Babs and that when they passed the when they came out that Sky Sports reported that he'd passed the VADA test and stuff like that. But he was fucking Spencer's out there tweeting and stuff like that. He passed the test and everybody's like, yeah, we told you he'd passed stuff like that. And every other fucker's like that. B sample, UCAD, what the fuck's happening? Maybe Spencer, but no, David's a good one.
Definitely throw Spencer in. Rob has left us. Smiddo's still with us. Smiddo, you're liking the Irish Examiner one. I'm sure you're liking the boxing feed as well. Lukey Boxing, strong week.
I really like the Examiner one because I saw it live, as in when it went out, it appeared on my feed, and I just thought it was top class. And like you say, Steve, the fact that it's still there, I mean, it's just they just really don't care. I think that it's one of them. If they've noticed that in the office and someone said, "Hey, look, you fucked that up," and someone's just said, "Oh, just leave it up there anyway for a laugh." I kind of hope that. Yeah, I kind of hope that's how it's happened. We're talking about them. All publicity is good publicity.
It certainly is, especially for David Conlon. I liked him. He was saying to Michelle Phelps to ignore the haters and get me some ring piece tickets. The question is, what's he been writing about ring pieces for? Because the autocorrect always comes up on previous suggestions, doesn't it? So there you go, David Conlon. Goodness knows what's going on in his house. I think you're right, though, Andy. Has to be David Ball, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Kevin Byrne's nomination. I think we'll go for him, shall we, Smido? Nomination for David Byrne all to get all in. David Byrne.
I like the
David Ball,
Examiner.
in fact, sorry. Oh, you like the Examiner? Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
We'll give them both an award. We'll give Mr. Ringpiece an award as well. That's the type of guys we are. Let's get out of here.